The winning recruiting presentation closing. Why financial services? 80 million population of the United States comprised of the baby boomers. 100 million are what we call the millennials and the Gen X. The 80 million baby boomers are the people born between 1946 to 1964. Now, there is actually a wealth transfer happening as we speak. There's about $30 trillion of wealth transferred to be transferred to the millennials and Gen X. Now, the first person who turned 65 amongst the baby boomers was 4 years ago. So, there's about 14 more years of wealth transfer. But imagine this 30 trillion, if we transfer it to the millennials, which is the poorest age bracket here in the United States, comprised of negative 2% savings, what do you think will happen to the $30 trillion? Now, to be able to successfully transfer the wealth to the millennials, right, we have to have a financial professional to do that wealth transfer. But the average age of financial professionals today are 59 years old. By then, all of these are going to be retired. That's the reason why there's over 200,000 people that we need to supply the gap. 200,000 financial professionals needed in the industry today. That's the reason why you want to be in a financial services business. If that's the case, why would you want to work or why would you want to do the business with World Financial Group? When you come on board onto this business, you are a business person, well, not as an employee. So let's talk about W-2 and W-9. W-2 are all for employees, W-9 are for business people. Taxation in the United States was never designed for employees. That's the reason why employees are all heavily taxed. W-2 is the main source of income of our government. 80% of their source of income comes from what? W-2. See, W-9, that's you being a business partner into this business, right? So W-2, you are taxed with your gross money. In W-9, you're taxed with your net money and, of course, the potential tax benefit. So why would you still want to be with World Financial Group? Let's talk about commission. In 2014, World Financial Group was giving $1 million commission out on the field every day. That's about $365 million in 1 year of commission. 2015, we were giving out $3.7 million average every day. That's why at the end of 2015, we have given out $732 million for commission. In 2016 today, we're looking at about ending the year with $1 billion commission, and by 2020, we're looking at about $4 billion commission. Huge. Let's talk about people coming on board. This year, 2016, there's going to be about 282,000 people joining the company and about 1.2 million people joining the World Financial Group by 2020. What does this figure mean to us? Whether you and me in this business or not, the company is going to be bigger, greater than we ever thought it would be. Let's talk about the cash flow quadrant. Okay, there's the four ways of how we all earn or make money. The first quadrant is your JOB or your job, just over broke, jump over the bridge, right? This is your ordinary 9-to-5 job, where when you are in a 9-to-5 job, meaning you are trading time for money. If you trade time for money, what do you mean by this? You are limited income because time is limited. If you're trading time for money, it means that you work with someone. If you work with someone, you make this someone rich, not you. If you work someone, meaning this someone will dictate the food that you eat, the house that you buy, the car that you buy or you have, the school that your kids go to, the dress that you wear, everything that you do is dictated by that. Now, if you work with a JOB, when you want to go vacation, don't get paid. When you get sick, you don't get paid. I don't like it. Self-employed. Let's talk about self-employed. This is actually worse than a job. Why? Because you just bought yourself a job. Imagine if you're a retail owner, right? Or you're like a spa, salon, or even a restaurant, or even if you are a dentist. Imagine if you are a dentist, would you like your wife to take the tooth out of your clients or your patients? No, because you're the dentist, you have to stay there the longest day in your clinic and just stay there up until the end of the day. Meaning if you don't work, you don't get paid. If you go vacation, don't get paid. If you get sick, you don't get paid. Or if you're a restaurant owner, probably you'll be putting a lot of money inside it, and you open up your restaurant from 6 a.m. and you close it by 10 p.m. Why? You want your ROI back as quick as possible. That's self-employed. Think about that, huh? Now, business owners, what you want to be is to be a business owner. What do you mean by this? You have a business that actually has a system that even if you don't get work, if you don't go to work, your business is still running. A good example of that is McDonald's, right? McDonald's, everywhere you go, it's all the same. You would know where the takeout counter is, you know where the sundae is, you know where the fries is, you even know where the burger is being made, and you even know where the manager stands. And if you eat McDonald's every day, you can actually jump into the cash register and just stay there, and you can run McDonald's too. Imagine McDonald's being ran by the most inexperienced people in the world. 16, 17 years old. The most inexperienced people running a $1 billion business. How come? Because they have what you call a system. They're being ran by a system. Now that's what you want to be a business owner, where there's a system that will run your business. Now let me ask this. Would you agree with me that McDonald's is the number one hamburger distributor in the world? Of course, yes, that's my answer too. We're both right? But you can actually cook better hamburger than McDonald's. Who's the number one coffee distributor in the world? I thought it was Starbucks, but I was wrong. It's McDonald's too. Imagine that. How about toy? Who's the number one toy distributor in the world? I thought it was Toys R Us, but I was wrong. It's McDonald's too. So what is McDonald's trying to tell us? It's not about the product. So when you come on board into this business, right, the financial services business in World Financial Group, when you come on board, you don't talk about a product. If you came on board here to think about selling a product, you're missing the whole point. What is actually the reason why you come on board is to create your own financial McDonald's and anywhere in the whole country of the United States. That's the goal. Okay? But let me ask you this. What is the main business of McDonald's? It's real estate. You see why they bought all the prime lots all over the whole world. Imagine that McDonald's is leasing from the McDonald's Realty. So what is Ray Kroc trying to tell us? It's not about the obvious. It's not about what you know. So when you come on board into this business, it's actually what you want to know moving forward. That's the system that I'm talking about. If you're willing to learn the system and how this business runs, the system will run your business. And the last quadrant will be to be an investor, where your money is actually will be working for you. So now let me ask you, where would you want to be? This side or this side? Only 2% of the population are in this side, and 98% of population is in this side. These are the people, the 2%, who did not quit, who did not procrastinate, who became a visionary, who defied the status quo, who never went to think about the herd mentality. That's the reason why these people here on this side are the exact opposite. And most of this, ended up working with these people, the 2%. That's the reason why you want to go work with or have a business of financial services in World Financial Group. Let's talk about high interview, meaning you're going to go through a high interview with us, because we just don't get people. We just go through a high interview. All right. And then just to let us know if we are a good fit to your taste and you're also a good fit to us. And after the high interview, we're going to create we're going to put an application, and let's see if Transamerica World Financial Group approves you and you become our business partner. Thank you.